Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 22 of our Tamurkhan Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here with one of our allied armies led by Disgor's the Lasny Fist, throwing hands against Goldtooth. We managed to ambush the big Chunkus army. So we at least have a little bit of an advantage. We're going to try to force them through probably this little choke point here or up here. We need to try to draw as many of them over towards us as we can. Ogres do tend to try to run away as fast as they can during the ambush battles, but they might think because we've got Valiant Defeat on the auto resolve, they might think they have the advantage, so they'll turn around and attack. We really need our blunderbusses to stay alive as long as we can. Now this is going to be a really tough one. They've got lots of speedy units, and Chaos Dwarfs aren't necessarily very fast. Also, none of our Great Axe lads, which was mostly what this army is made of, have any kind of charge defense versus large, so they are going to be taking the full 52 charge bonus, 46 on these guys. Depending on what the charge bonus is, they are going to have no way of negating it, which is going to be a little bit rough. We also don't have a spellcaster here. We've got a normal axe infantry lord. He does have the blazing body since he's on the Red Bull, so he's gonna be able to fly around and probably bob whatever unit we want on the head. But it's gonna be a really tough fight. Let's dive on in. Alright, Operation All Shotguns Pointed Towards Greases is a go. So we're basically just going to ignore the rest of the army to start. We're going to try to set up our shotguns where they can fill Greases full of lead almost immediately. And then we're going to have the normal axe lads something like here and here to take the initial charge from all those Mournfang. And these big bulls up front here. And then we can fill in the rest with the normal axe lads. We've got a lot of these guys. We can go 3 of them here. Say 2 of them ready to rush around and defend our blunderbusses if we need to. And then we probably need more than that. So we'll say 4 over here, and then we'll push these 3 just wherever they're needed. Our Taruk, I'm going to use you to try to bog it down Greases for just a moment. We'll have the Lord on this side. You guys a little bit closer. We need them to be firing pretty much as soon as they can. Move this group over a bit so they're trying to screen for the shotgun lads. Over. Kind of like this. Very, very bunched up formation, so that way the enemy is not able to get all their charge bonus. Alright, this is gonna be rough. These 2 together, let's get all of our infantry. You 2 in guard mode. Let it begin. Start firing on him immediately. You bog down those secondary groups. Get those great axes to work. Shotguns have nearly dealt with the Greases already. Go on wide, you guys there. You got it. Shotguns ahoy! We need a little bit of friendly fire, but we're dealing with Greases quick. Alright, here come the rest of the ogres. Chungus. Alright, there goes Greases. 1 more volley, he is gone. Alright, great axe lads, let's go ahead and maneuver yourself round. Pretty much any target they take is perfect. Go ahead and pull you away. Let's rotate our lord around. They're going to charge these Mournfang in. Get ripping. Alright, there are the gorges. We're just going to ignore them kind of for now. Let's make sure these 5 bulls don't come back, or we can just charge into the back of these guys. Shotguns, focus the Mournfang cab if you can. And we'll have the axes come around. Looks pretty good. Pull back once more. We'll have you just kind of dash in on top of the... Well, actually, let's not. Let's have him work with the Taruk. Our front line got taken out. Let's bring the great axes in. Get these guys. We'll have the rest of you fire through the Mournfang. We might be getting a lot of friendly fire. Chase those Mournfang off. Get yourself to speed and get out of there. Bring these other great axes forward. Exactly. Grund. Catch these bulls. Catch those iron guts. Getting too drawn out is not good for us. Oh, they actually came back and got a charge. Get those iron guts one good volley. Make them rue the day. See if we can give ourselves a little bit more of a kill box here. Well, those iron guts are gone. Turn back around and start blasting. Catch these, Mournfang. See if we can have the Great Axes kind of form back up. You're shooting straight through friendly lines. We need these guys to fall back. Shoot those iron guts for me. Axes come on back. We'll come on in and clobber. Oh, well, whatever we can. If you guys can stay moving, we'll bring these Great Axes in to chase these Iron Fists here. Blast those Mournfang. Alright, they turn back around so we can kind of delete them with a quickness. We'll have our Lord come back on in here and clobber this group of Mournfang. They're a nightmare. Start to lose the other side too. Alright, shotguns, let's go ahead and delete this group of Mournfang. You guys go after the Gorgers. Losses are aggressive on both sides here. We're gonna get a mass rout if we lose these guys all at the same time. Go ahead and step forward and blast these Ogre Bulls. The Iron Guts are a problem. Let's see if we can't circle around and scare off the last of these Mournfang here. Their ability to bog some of our guys down and then cycle charge is pretty useful for them. The Gorgers are unbreakable, so we will have to shoot them until they're gone. But I think we might have them on, we've got them on armor losses. Sweet. There's the mass rout, all the way down the line. We actually did it. I figured we could take down Greece's. Winning the battle was going to be another thing entirely. Everyone here, focus these Gorgers. A lot of these guys going to fall back, so we're not getting too much friendly fire there. Luckily, these aren't our troops, so we don't care that much about it, but we're still going to try to minimize as much as possible. Alright, well, these Gorgers need to go. We need to bring in some more hefty troops. I will hunt down the rest of these Ogre scum, and I'll catch you all in a moment. Alright, in the battle of the Big Bellies versus the Fire Stunties, the Fire Stunties win this time. We don't get to benefit from any of the skill points, though, sadly, so hopefully they get all of those 4,000 points and use them well. We will go ahead and have them yum on captives. Make ourselves a delicious Ogre barbecue. Oh, here comes the secondary army. So this one we probably can't win against, so we are going to go ahead and fall back, because we've got, it's like 2 hunters on the back of the big horrible beasts. Yeah, mass 9,000. What is your mass there, Granick? Only 2,000. I wonder if they're on a big horrible beast. What about you there? He also, so they've got 2 hunters on stone horns. We need to fall back. Alright, turn is again ours, and now he's got the cashing out trait, so as soon as he goes back to the Chaos Dwarves, he's going to be an excellent lord. So 10% more income from trade tariffs and 20% more income from all buildings in the local province. Greece is a fantastic lord to just beat up on repeat and pass out that defeat trait to as many of your troops as you can. With Necrotic Phylactery. It's just alright. But the Festering Seeds, though, it looks like this fly is having a hard time. As the rot carries far and wide, the noxious fruit of Nurgle's distant garden ripen and swell. The more virulent the spread, the more seeds the mouldering fruit shall bear. More population, more chance for plague to spread. Speaking of, plagues for everyone. Every time that spreads to a friendly settlement, we get 150 favor. Good stuff. I think even with this half-injured army, we can take down Kislev, no problem. Especially if Azazel comes to help. So let's set up for a turn. We will actually build in some Nurgly siege towers and see if Azazel wants to join us. Azazel will likely throat kick Spartak and move from there. Speaking of, let's go ahead and chase down Skull Firehand. Tamurkhan, you're so elite now. Battles are a waste of your time. Sorry there, Dawi. Not today. Golden Sword goes to the Rot Knights. Just barely beating Tamurkhan. We will go ahead and... Ooh, it's a lot of gold, isn't it? Mine. Static Legion's mission was successful because of course it was. We'll keep extending our territory. Nurgle's garden grows. We will repair Novchazi and then just immediately pop in a microbial bog to make some gold. You will prove your worth, or you will be abandoned. Snorri, you need to be wounded. Or not. He coughs about it too. Just an awkward... Yeah, C-Corpse, that's a good deal of gold for free. As long as there's some undead pirates here to fight, and we don't bug. Come on now. Wayne versus the monster of the sea. Yep, that's an easy win. Dreadquake is devastating against any kind of slow-moving armies like this. So we'll go ahead and incubate those captives as well. They're already nice and rotten, so this give us plenty. 6,000 and a bunch of experience for Dwayne. We gotta make him immortal as soon as possible. I think we can go ahead and move down to the temple. We could use the Uzkalak Canal to get to the other side and start threatening Grimgor down there, which I think is what we're gonna do. Grimgor and Greases both. Both greens need to be dealt with. Okay, so come to Grandfather. Extra infections with plague is spread to owned regions, and we get additional blessed spawning when generating plagues. That is fantastic.
Imbuing rot and ruin.
Imbuing rot and ruin. Let's go life leeching for our Dark Prince. For you, Ekugax, let's go for that Deadly Onslaught. Doombolt. Looks like you are now completely maxed out, so let's go for probably Wound. The most important action there. Wound and Gate of Nurgle for you. 4 summons.
Father Nurgle.
Alright, Big Papa Scoliosis. We've got a lot of heroes. Oh, there's Michaela on her dragon. Kind of hanging out all around. We'll just go ahead and attack Inthal here. Deal with these guys all in one. Oh, he's just going to run for the hills. So that means we will just destroy the Great Skull Lakes. Thank you kindly. And this belongs to me now. You are not worthy. Neither you flying around in your special Charizard. I'm thinking we just repair the Great Skull Lakes and Fort Dorj Fort. We go for the upgrades. We can pop in some walls. Since it's not in ogre territory, the walls will actually work, which is glorious. Walls in here, and then with the ice viewer, we'll go ahead and upgrade that too. I see some ogres, or some greenskins trying to set up. Can we pop into Beast Path stance anytime soon? I'm not stalking. Where's the Beast Paths? Ooh, 6 more turns. Okay, it's gonna be a little while. We will just sprint on round then. Just a Black Fang. That Crack Rag can hold the line. Especially with that Barricade of Bones. Thank goodness it is a Dawi territory, otherwise it wouldn't actually allow us to have proper walls there. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Eagle Areas once more, unless we get attacked by yet another army of Tamurkhan. So Granick is actually building up troops. But he's taking attrition. I just don't think Disgors can do anything about it. So let's go ahead and have you then, my good sir, just switch back into another ambush possibly down here. And then come on up and stand in the way here at the Valerie. Perfect stuff. So Fort Ostros, we'll go ahead and pop in those walls. And upgrade Alexandrinov, that we can get the maxed out port.
Decadent skulls.
Decadent skulls. I will go for the Writhing Fortress then. Probably when we can, just another Warpstone Locust so we can get even more heroes. Our armies are vast, that's why we just can't afford them, so. Like, what I mean is, we have so many summable units, we have almost a full stack of each. Except for the likes of these Marauders. We don't have any of the smaller, but a lot of the more elite things, we have a lot of. Almost a full stack, a whole army of Plague Drones. Even more than that with the Toads. Alright, cool. That's all of the upgrades I'm going to get up to. We'll swing on down to Kislev proper. See how things play out.
Eldritch I see.
Frankness. Maybe he's finally going to make it out to sea. Like Wolfric has crashed into that army, and I think both of them exploded, looks like. The ambush was foiled. Ragnar is now back and ready for duty. Plague's passed out, lovely. We'll have Fregnus.
I foresee destruction.
He firstly grabbed this for minutes of battle.
About this.
Let's be about this. Sail to the wreck and let them... Wow. A lot of resolve there for you guys is not kind, is it? Well, that's really unfortunate. And to be honest, I don't care enough about their army to... Oh, we're in Mart, that's why. Oh, we'll sacrifice these units just fine. Their invasion has stifled a bit. In fact, so much so I'm going to go ahead and give this army back. Here you go. Enjoy. They've got a nice bit of experience. Sweet. Are you guys willing to become vassals?
Mina tells me you aren't here to duel.
Defensive alliance sounds good to me.
Done.
We get some more Norscan units, and that'll force them to be friends with the Decadent Host. We'll pop in a outpost at probably the Monolith of Bjorkhill, which is their capital. Sounds good to me. Our invasion continues. So Azazel, you're just going to raid. That's not being helpful. Not even a little bit. Alright, well let's have ourselves a siege of Kislev. There's not that much scary behind these walls. We've got lots of horrifying rip and tear big boys. As soon as we get inside those gates, it's all over. We've toppled the other two major cities of Kislev. Now it's time to take down this one. And actually, the place to attack looks to be right here. These towers might be able to hit us, but these would be the only ones that can. So let's go ahead and... Taken being in the tower is good. We'll actually have the Pestivores be our Snail Tower boys. And we'll have them kind of stand up front. Oh, they can't Vanguard deploy with the towers? Oh, that'd be too good. You guys can hang out behind them. These are going to be mean towers too, aren't they? Yeah, those are super icy, explosive towers. So you actually get to see the breakdown in base armor piercing, normal, and explosive. Oh, they may just change the icons a little bit. That looks great. You can see the reload time on them too. Cool. Well, too bad our mammoths aren't able to hit the walls. Granted, our toad dragon can. So get everyone kind of ready. These things are more or less just going to be there to be in the way. Put our fast boys and our regenerators on the edge. They'll get shot up by those towers really aggressively. Plague artillery, and then what else are we missing here? Heroes. Hero Corps all hiding behind the tower. Cygor, and then our Premier. We're wielding what looks to be giant bell ringers. Trust me, they will use them. Let's grab our single entity beasts, our infantry, including the big monstrous variety, and then everyone else. We got wolves over here, other regenerators over there. Good to go. I'm actually going to switch to your side, see if we can't double up on this fort tower. I want to see how much damage the two of them can do. Neither of them are rated for fort towers, but let's see. You kind of up, and as well. We are in the perfect blind spot for both. Alright, you guys come on back round. You guys come on back round. Oh, Dragon, let's go ahead and see if we can't have you knock down one of these sections of fort wall. They're going to waste their ammo there, which is just the most best. Doing no damage. We will not worry about the towers at all. Instead, what if you chuck your big rocks at these armored Kossars? You try to explode these Zargars. That'd be glorious. Go ahead and move these things up a little bit further, but we're not going to actually have them take the walls. We're going to let them soak enemy arrows for a moment. Oh, there's the touch of winter. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Everyone's put on back over pretty quickly. We'll bring the Thamir forward. They actually have a ton of missile resist, so they will not take much damage at all. Get everyone up against the walls, so we're not having any issues there. We can start dropping in some spells now. Enjoy your bit of shades.
We're good.
We're good. Now, we only clip the one unit, but we can just drop this through and get both of them. Because I'm vindictive. Enjoy. Let's drop the heals on our Toad Dragon. Just being a good boy and get through the walls.
Course. Let us act.
Not take to the walls, but we will almost, kind of thing. Of course, Sigor. What are you doing, buddy? Come back here. And that's going forward. Now we've got our skin wolves and our other trolls back on over here now as well, so let's bring them on forward. In fact, I'm curious to see if we can actually get them in on these gates on the sides. Let's try it. Keep the mammoths here. We're getting shot at a little bit. We can just keep dropping those spear leeches. Yoink. Purple Sun of Xeris. A lot of blobbed up units there. Bit of shades. I mean, these guys are up on the ramparts. They're going nowhere. Do they think that we're going to deploy these Pestigores? But we're absolutely not. They're just sitting here shouting at them and being sassy. But meanwhile, for Kislev, leading group of Zargard. Alright, Human Prince, let's see if we can't have you go delete someone that is hanging out back in the back line here, like these miners blasting chargers. Or this tower here. Either one. We can drop the Purple Sun of Xeris here. Those guys are going nowhere. Almost through the wall there. Does take the big dragon a little bit of time. Wiggle the Forbidden Rod, and let's go ahead and go back, so we're good and safe. Alright, walls are down. Let's go ahead and do the same over here. You can't lure anyone in. Land on this Boyard, give yourself heals. The yoink. Extra damage and a Spirit Leech. We'll see if we can't delete the Boyard. Alright, ToD Dragon. Blast him. Boyard got ruffle stomped. Turn back around and get these Zargard great weapons. Do the heroic killing blow, we'll just sit in the beasts. Give you that Death Frenzy and the Sword of Anti-Heroes. That's not an AoE, so we won't go for it. Deploy these guys to the walls now. Send in the beast too. That debuff.
Chaos good.
Chaos good. We'll have try to have the mammoths push through the line. We'll see if we can manage it. Whip sick. Yeah, fire your arrows. Your pistol shots. Whatever you've got won't save you. How close are they to getting through the wall? It's going to take them a long time, but they've got the enemy completely distracted. As doors are rushing on down, they are going to annihilate that group. Mammoth, charge through. Go rot, glorious rot on this unit. What are you guys doing? Just come on down and chop these armored Kossars up. Mammoth, you too. The more you sit there and do nothing, you're gonna get shot. Want to hit this platform. It's like neither one of the beasts are through the gates yet, but they'll get there by the time. Alright guys, circle back around. Another Purple Sun of Xeris here. Bring the Ketzak in. The Plague Bringers attack. That they do. Chaos good. Alright, everyone looks to be starting to break. We'll get you back up in the air and we'll circle around and hit these armored Kossars in the back. Mornhow, get up into this group. Still working on those gates. Looks like the trolls aren't as good at it as the skin wolves, probably because of amount of attacks, something like that. Bit of shades. Up on these armored Kossars, they're going nowhere, especially now. Here comes the big polar bear. Didn't really mean to make him slow, but... Polar bear, how would you like a duel between yourself and the Famir? Let's have the Pest Force go over and open up the zone. Princess, get over here and help out. Hero, start attacking this barricade.
Chaos!
Break them faster. Go ahead and let our wolves in. Get these miners with those blasting charges real quick. Drop the Spirit Leech on the bear. It has a lot of health. But no spell resistance, so it'll be taking full damage from that Spirit Leech. Alright, everyone in. On this other side, we'll have our hero. Trolls go let in the other. Famir let in the trolls. Oh, yeah, another mammoth not doing anything. Come on over here. My good boy, mammoth. Good battle. Well, the elemental bear isn't enjoying its battle much. Ooh, Kossars. Or even worse. Big bear versus Ode and a mammoth. And also some Famir. Don't forget about the Famir. Getting dragged down pretty quickly, though. I think that is going to be the victory for us. We'll just drop the Spirit Leech to kill it faster. Down with the bloody big head. It dissipates away. Not over yet. But it pretty much is. That's pretty well the end. Mammoth charge on in, and I think that's going to give us the army losses. Erengrad, Prague, and Kislev all share the same fate. Alright, only 8 fell in the siege. That is incredible. Really have nothing but just a bunch of big boys, but still 8 falling is perfect. We are going to sack the settlement for 43,000.
You steal from the Orthodoxy.
We do. We do indeed. And because I don't really want Kislev to do any kind of rebuilding, we're just going to go ahead and take down the settlement. Ooh, hang on. Now we can chase over here to Spartak. Which is kind of surprising. We'll take the extra corruption then. Deadly Blade for you. Go ahead and snag Occam's Mind Razor for more damage. We've got Colossal Strike. Perfect. 25% more base and armor piercing damage, 16 more bonus to be large, and immune to psychology. Such a good ability. Baron Error, Woundmaker. Let's go hunt down Spartak. We can even maybe raise Zavastra to further along our allegiance with Kargan the Crazy. We'll replenish, and then we shall raise Zavastra. We don't even need to. We will take Zavastra. No, we do have to raise it, don't we? Alright, well, burn. Bonebreaker committed. Killing alone is rarely enough to sate this lunatic after the battle. When the slaughter is done, everything else in his path must be razed to the ground. Now we've got more movement range after raising, and then that's mostly the income from raising settlements. We've got the Father of Blades. Affects all enemies. That's incredible. And that's our 6 battles against Kislev Cathay, the Empire, giving us 3,700 treasury, and that's where the Father of Blades is coming from. Good to know. His fealty has increased, which means we've got ourselves a West battle. You're all maxed out in terms of punishment, so Kargan, how would you like to lead the charge here on a clash of rivals? Wandering through the Chaos Wastes, Tamurkhan's great horde encounters the roving warband of a sworn enemy of Kargan the Crazed, which is probably most people he meets. As is the way of ruin, mutual annihilation is inevitable, for one must bow to the other or die slowly at their feet. Pride will not allow either to willingly subjugate themselves. leaving only one path to dominance, all-out slaughter. Only when the nemesis of Kargan the Crazed lies broken can Tamurkhan stand victorious, earning the undying fealty with this latest conquest. Well, let's give us first a Dragon Ogre, and then we'll go for Perfect Vigor for everyone in the current army. And then... I like my one unit of Cancerous Crowd. What if we get rid of one of these two dragons? See you later. Instead of a dragon, we have ourselves a Dragon Ogre.
So many true
Hello.
followers.
Welcome, Fluffy. The one name we've had for a while. Alright, so now we jump into Kargan the Crazed quest battle. Clash of Rivals will be facing off against a bunch of Chosen, some Chaos Warriors with Halberds, and another Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Reinforcements expected, but we are already extremely overpowering them. Oh, Samoth the Cleaver, and on Nyrath, the Hellcaster. Well, let's see what they've got. Kargan the Crazed harbors an enmity with a ruthless and powerful Chaos Champion, whose warband has been encountered in the Wastes. Kargan's pride will not allow this rival's warband to pass in peace, and therefore the carnage of battle is the only solution. Once enough blood has been spilled, someone will be forced to bow, and the victor will earn a new and infernal fealty. Although when two armies of chaos meet, mutual destruction is inevitable.
A vast host appears, belonging to Kargan's enemies. This rivalry ends now. Then the Crazed One will serve the warband forever in my debt.
Indeed. But you didn't bring enough men. So only one of them's on a dragon. We'll send Kargan back here to deal with the Cleaver first, and then he'll circle to get the Hellcaster. But both champions belong to him. Alright, so we'll have the Rot Knights hunting down these poor unfortunate hounds. They can circle after that. We'll let them all kind of move as one horrifying, smashy blob. And we'll let Isaac roll with them. So Tamurkhan, I think we're going to have you and the other Toad Dragon just kind of blast apart these two with some of your horrible breath. And they'll let the Shaggoth be his defender. It'll be Kargan and the Ice Dragon.
Exalted hero of Nurgle.
And then we just go ahead and put the Cygor over here. Perfect positioning. Mir and the Cancerous Crowd. So we've got our Chosen and such. Let's go ahead and have the Aspiring Champs up front. I don't think they have any Hell Cannons or anything like that, so it makes it quite a bit more safe for us. So, Aspiring Champs.
Boss says so.
Two anti-large
Reckon so.
ogres.
Take it all.
The normal ogres as well. Got some weird stuff going on outside. I'm gonna pause real quick, see what that is, and I'll be right back. Alright, must have been ghosts. Who knows? Alright, so we'll go ahead and snag in the trolls on this side and the Famir over here. Have ourselves almost a Tercio of ogres and horrible troll monsters. Oh yeah, we want the Chosen first. What am I thinking? Chosen go up in the front. Anti-infantry ogres in the center. And these guys kind of like this. Our Exalted Hero holding the line in the center here. That's perfect. So we'll grab our... Except for Kargan and the Ice Dragon, they'll be their own crew. Our infantry. Put the Chosen or the Aspiring Champs at least in guard mode, and everyone else can do their thing. Let it begin. Just have you guys hunt down the individual groups. They're going absolutely nowhere. Kargan, you and the Ice Dragon, let's go ahead and hunt down the other Lord. Tamurkhan. Ooh, a nice rock. Unspeakable Foulness here. Unspeakable Foulness here. Beat this pup to a pulp. Only his death will suffice for Kargan's bitter rival. Indeed, we'll let Gobebelos annihilate that group. Oh, he mostly missed?
Desolation through Nurgle.
Go ahead and fall back just a little. Paid all of your goodies. Yeah, Kargan's gonna destroy him. We'll have you actually chase off this Manticore with the help of the Furies.
Bringer of desolation.
Charge through this first line.
Chosen of
Go ahead and meet them in battle.
Serve the plague fire.
Smash in there. We'll let everyone kind of surround our Chosen. Kargan, are you winning? Good lad. Deal with this enemy lord. And that's that. Don't let him leave. Go ahead and summon in Plague Bearers here to catch the enemy Spellcaster. Kargan's Nemesis has been laid low. Retribution fulfilled. That was fast. Now we're gonna have you go after this Spellcaster, who thinks himself brave. Manticore's gone. Shaggoth, go ahead and come on up to this group. We'll just move as one horrifying blob. Tamurkhan, do you have your breath spell again? You do. Cool. We'll bring you and Princess out.
Slouching onwards.
Slouching onwards.
Walking.
Ice Dragon, come on over here. Alright, here comes the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. We'll have you just turn around and stop them. His tracks. And then the CM works fine for here. Charge in the ogres. Go for that. Can't go for the unspeakable foulness yet because he's in combat still somehow. There we go. Now he's out of combat. Princess, you come on over and maybe duel with these Chaos Warriors. And they're on one big blob. It's a bad time for them. Chuck rocks at the aspiring champs. Drag them down. Let's make sure we've got the Great Weapon Warriors moving together. Icy Breath on these clowns, and Nagalord kind of lock him in place. Very surprised Kargan hasn't dealt with the enemy caster. It's time for the Rot Knights to come around. Oh, that's funny. Alright, Tamurkhan, get in there. Rock Warriors Rot to the center line. Spellcaster's somewhere in here. Finish him off. Rancid Visitations here. Defense drop. Magical attacks. God, it's a nightmare. Smashing anything in the back line, you chase them off. You chase these Chaos Knights. That should go pretty well.
Exalted hero of Nurgle.
Basic, you almost back now. He was all the way at the other end of the map. Come on, back around then, Princess. They charge in and they just get flattened. The ogres were waiting for him. Nothing post, they'll just have bigger shoulders than you. Heal up Kargan, who has been pretty much the MVP for this entire campaign. He is the anti-hero supreme. Weaken them further.
The cycle continues.
And that's Kargan's horde, or Kargan's rival's horde, destroyed. Easy. Right, 26 fall in the fighting, mostly going to our Chosen there. Poor Samoth, he got throat chopped pretty much immediately. I will take that incubation. Time for breaking bones and stones. 20% more income from raising. And that's all of our merry bands devotion secured. We get even more Dragon Ogre Shaggoth. Don't mind if I do. And Hell Cannons too. And then Aspiring Champs too. Every single one of the units he brings is a glorious. Fantastic. Well, that is pretty well the campaign won. We need to finish off Grimgor's Ardboys at Goldtooth and come on down and destroy Nuln. I am going to consider the Fall of Nuln campaign victory. Greasus has spread out so much that we are going to have to go for nearly a domination win just to take him down, which is just not something I tend to enjoy. Once basically the campaign becomes so easy, you're just auto-resolving everything, I tend to lose interest pretty quickly. Which is what we've kind of come up on. So what we'll do with Tamurkhan is we'll let him get on down to fight the Siege of Nuln. And at that point, we are going to consider the campaign a win. So we still got a little ways to go. We can cleave our way through the Empire, but we're going to be basically beelining straight there now, instead of what we have been doing. We'll let Tamurkhan claim Plesk, and then he is going to be in charge of beelining directly for Nuln, while the rest of his armies lay waste to the surrounding countryside. With 80,000 gold, we can just turn around and not worry about our negatives too much. We'll go ahead and grab another army here in Prague. I'm going to make it a Herald of Nurgle. He's going to be... Scabrous sounds great. More armor and replenish rate for the whole army. And we're just going to give him a squad of fairly cheap guys. So let's go a bunch of Nurglings. 6 Nurglings for our front line. And then a bunch of Toads. Can't get any heroes or anything here. I think that's going to be just for the places that actually have the walls, which none of these up front do. So, Agaforian. All of our chieftain units are pretty expensive right now, so we'll go actually not use any of them. We'll just use more very cheap Nurgle boys. We'll probably just make this one the Toad. Oh, not these guys are expensive. Toad and Fury's army. 4 Furies, all of these Toads, and then the likes of maybe 1 or 2 beasts for hero analog. Stay in Prague for that maximum punishment. Upgrade Prague. Glorious. Yep, so we will repair Plesk, upgrade Novcholzy. Pull up our province tab here real quick. Just kind of click through, see what we've got to upgrade. If anything's making us gold, we're going to immediately upgrade it. Otherwise, we might kind of wait. Black Fang, we can go for the upgrade on. Joktrokin, I think, is finally, now is the time. Model of Flesh, absolutely grab the Hellport and the Cultist Enclave of Obsidian upgrade. And let's just go for more gold, too. Extra infections are always good. No more gold to be made here, so we're not going to spend any money. Here we can, so let's go ahead and pop in the Hellport, the Cultist Medicine Camp, and the Vile Synthesis. 43,000 is what we're rolling with now, so we'll go ahead and do the same here with the Cultist Enclave of Wood, which wants us to have a basic military building here. I think, if anything, we really want more of the Odes and Trolls. Ilias Cliffs has another port upgrade we'll go for, and we'll level up my Selim and the income building. We're going to get a little bit arrogant. Baya Blades up. 28,000 is probably where we're going to kind of sit for a moment. Discard that. 2 points into Blade Shield. And let's see. So, Greenskins. The capital is going to count as Blood Peak, but I don't think, since it's an Ogre settlement, it's not going to actually count. Let's move on up towards Correct Vrag, and we'll move towards maybe the Titan's Notch. And Yeti Peak, make sure they're not coming through there. Oh, he's got some cannons from Grand Cathay. That's cool. Latan, you're going to get taken out. Let's go ahead and give you your army back as well.
The Fly Lord's chosen.
Back in our Balefire. And then, well, I'd love to get another Lord, we can't afford that much negative income. Alright, so we've got one blessed symptom being the Nurgle Corruption. Upkeep production, which we'll go ahead and give to Tamurkhan's army. It's got the most Rot Knights. Tamurkhan, where are you hiding? Oh, he's immune to plague for... looks like a couple more turns. 4 more. Well, Roland Years is probably the secondary most expensive with 6,000. Let's go ahead and give you the upkeep production. Vanguard deploy and Nurgle Corruption sounds good. Give this more spread chance, more duration. We've got so many infections. And we'll just go ahead and infect. Extra income for our buildings. We'll take that up to the north once more. So any of the proper gold producing settlements, looks like Blood Firefalls, as always. Immune to plague for 4 more turns. We'll want to not then. Plane of illusions, they're also immune. But they're not over here, which is great. Go ahead and pop in. Income. I mean, none of these really matter that much. We'll go income. Up to more melee attack. Give it more spread chance, and infect. Great. Which is dropping us 150 gold in every single time, too. There's any abilities we really want to activate here on the main. Sweet, well that looks to be about all we get to for this turn. Papa Scoliosis, we can have you come on up north. You take Uzkulak. Or Nurgle. Decisive win, easy. Let's go ahead and claim Uzkulak, because they took it back from us. Gornuzkul is back under our control. We will pop in immediately the Plague God's Pasture. That way any plagues get spread around, hopefully do so that much more easy. Fetid Stitch finally, which drops enemy leadership by 8 around him.
The Fly Master!
On to fight when you can't breathe.
A wondrous day!
We'll see if your Subadug can actually move a little bit faster, and here at Uzkulak, we'll just go ahead and upgrade immediately. We've got 2 population surplus, huh? Well, 3. We'll save them. We actually turned it back around to positive somehow, so let's go ahead and spend some more gold. Ultra spawns will take up. Palace of Princes as well up to tier 3. Tower of Flies up to tier 3. Darkoff and Great Skull Lakes to 2. Alright, we'll skip all through the unassigned skill points, just for this time. Here at the Eastern Oblast, we'll make sure that there's more control and growth. We will not be staying here for long.
Cultist of the plague.
Alright, we'll skip on through, and that'll be our turn. Wayne through. Legs spreading out everywhere, so it's 150 gold per. And now we'll send you through the sea lanes here. The underground sea. Let's sail. Wayne's on his way. Alright, so we're gonna get Tamurkhan on his, also on his road trip. So we're going into March and moving. How long before we can do the Gruckmer Beast Paths? 4 more turns, we'll get there. Alright, so we're gonna start the old travel montage on my side, but that's all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Tamurkhan episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. I'll see you all in the next one.